Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hi Shana. Shana, sorry for the delay. The baby was about to sleep. I was trying to put him in a sleep. It got delayed. Very sorry.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Just a second. I'm sharing my screen.
Okay. Okay, I can see the screen now.
I hope you're able to see the screen. You said you have doubts in functions.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is easy only. This is just like basic plotting of the graphs. Um, for example, let's start from the basic graph. If I say y is equal to x, y is the function. For example, if I draw a table of two variables, let me give few values for x and y. Y and x are same. So if I say the value of x is 0, the y is also going to be 0. If
Yeah.
the value of x is 1, the y is also 1. So that applies to the negative values also. If I say the value of x is negative 1, the value of y is also going to be negative 1. I hope you are able to follow this. So
Yeah.
y is equal to x. I'll be plotting this in the two-dimensional graph, y-axis, x-axis. So you do have three values, 0, 0 coordinate over here, which is origin. 1, 1 means 1 in the x-axis, 1 in the y-axis. I'll drag these 2 points and I'll mark the intersect point as the 1, 1. So this point is going to be my 1, 1.
Yeah.
And this is going to be minus 1, 1. So answer for this function, which means the answer for y is equal to x is going to be this. This is the graph for y is equal to x.
Well, they put the two lines around
The
the x.
modulus. For the modulus function. That is different. That is different. That is modulus function.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y is equal to modulus of x. So in this
So
function,
it can't be negative.
exactly, it can be negative. So the
It will go the opposite
you
way.
can give negative value in the x-axis, but the
You
answer
will
will
get,
be turned into positive.
yeah,
So it's going to be -1, comma, +1. This is the answer. -1, comma, +1. So you will get the graph like this. Do you understand?
yeah. I understand like the function part. I'm just confused for the like the easier ones, but I don't understand like see the question is we have like they're saying this is this equation, but then the bold one, like the bold line, we have to find the equation for. But like the graph is so small, you can't really do that.
You need to find the equation for the dark graph.
Yeah.
That is also same, right?
Yeah, it would just be like all I know is that this would be since it's like smaller, we know that it will be
Oh, you
something
need
like
to
y.
change the value, like whether it is +2 or +1 or -1, -2, like that.
Yeah, so like y equals 2 times x absolute x. So like it would have to be something greater than 1. And then if you have something greater than 1, then the values will become like smaller. Like it will go more like narrow. But I can't find the exact value because the graph isn't that clear.
Exactly. The graph is not that clear. In case if they gave you value, if you are able to view these points very clearly,
Yeah, then we could
check
do
their
it.
coordinate. See, for example, for y is equal to x plus 2, you just have to move the graph two values further. You just have to shift two values further from this axis. For example, if this is going to be a 0, you just have to shift 1, 2. You will just have
Okay.
to actually, it's supposed to be like this. I think the 1 is the dots are very small. This is 0, this is 1, and this is 2, which is why you do
Yeah.
have y is equal to x plus 2. Actually, it's up. If it goes through the origin, it is y is equal to x. This is y is equal to x plus 1. This is y is equal to x plus 2. Is it clear?
Yeah. So
But
then the other
to
one, it would
find
be
this
more like
answer, to find the dark one, um,
it's higher. So it'd be y is equal to x plus 4 or y is equal to x plus
yeah,
3.
I guess it is. I'm not sure whether it is 3 or 4. I'm not able to view it clearly.
Yeah. And it could,
Is
and
it
you also
from the
have to change.
textbook or is it from the online material? Because you can zoom the pixels
Oh, it's from a textbook. I had to take a
from the
scan of the.
textbook. Okay, okay, okay. Do you have any answers for the final graph? You can actually relate it to it.
Yes, I have answers for these
Yeah,
questions.
if you have answer, then you can relate it because the thing is, you are not able to zoom it. That is the only problem. If you know
Yeah.
how to find y is equal to x cube, you just have to substitute some values in x and then you have to cube the value of x, you will assume it.
Yeah,
Know how
I
the
just want to know how to do it.
Yeah, you just have to know how to do it. If you know the answer, you can directly relate to it. It's fine. So 1 cube
Okay,
is
so
1. For example, if I substitute x as 2, it's going to be, the answer going to be 8. So I'll get 1 comma 1, 2 comma 8, 3 comma 27, like that it would be.
okay. So then I'll just go get the answers and then we can
Exactly.
try
Yes,
solving
yes.
the
Sure,
hard one.
sure, sure.
Okay, I have them. So for A, I have y is equal to absolute 2x.
Absolute 2x. Okay. So
So
you
how
can
would you
try
get
that.
that
You can
answer?
try that. So y is equal to absolute 2x means you just try substituting some random values like positive values and negative values over the x and see whether you are obtaining this one as the answer.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, I just want you to check whether you are getting the dark line as the answer. Just try
Okay.
substituting 3 to 4 values. It will take very less time only. You don't have to worry.
Yeah. So you would get 1, 2, negative 1, 2, and uh 2, 4, and negative 2, 4. My question is like, how would I?
No, whether it is 2 times of modulus of x, right? See,
Yeah,
but you know this is the answer for y is equal to modulus of x. This you are already aware, right?
yeah, I already know.
So you
So
just
how would
do
I
trial
get
and
to the
error. You
answer?
just do trial and error. You try to go one value. You try to increase one value and try to decrease one value. Be able to find the answer. You can try
Okay.
like what if it is 2 modulus of x? Definitely it can't be negative because negative means like you'll be having in the form of like it will go downward, right? You won't be having these two lines upward. You will be having in the third and fourth quadrant. So definitely it is going to be positive only. So you don't have to worry about the minus. So it would be either 2 times of modulus of x because it is already 1 times of modulus of x, or else you can
Okay.
try 3 times of modulus of x. It
Okay.
won't go beyond that. You can just do trial and error. That too, the graph is the dark line is very closer to the actual graph,
Okay.
the light graph. So within 1 to 2 trial, definitely you'll be able to achieve the answer. The gap between
Okay.
these two lines is very, very less only. So don't have to worry. You just,
Okay.
without seeing the answer, you try to solve this. You see whether you are able to derive the answer for this with the trial and error method.
Okay.
But for this graph, you see this, the dark one goes a little below. So you just try substituting the value in negative as well as positive. You try both.
Okay. Yeah, I will try and solve then.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And then also at the end of the bottom of the page, there's question 8. That one is there's no graph. It's just you have to find the zeros of the equation.
Okay. Like finding the factors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you see the questions?
Which question?
At the bottom of this page.
The eighth one?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
okay. Okay. Oh, did you get the
means.
answer for the other one? The rest of the graphs.
Um, well, for that one, I'm guessing that it will be less than. So y equals uh 2x squared or 3x, something more than 1.
Okay. So did you get the same results?
Uh, yeah.
Okay. And what about x cube?
Um, they got the answer half x cubed.
Half of x cube. Can you try this practically? Can you try 2x cube and half of x cube?
Okay.
Because if you're able to try it, we will know, because this graph is shifted right side, isn't it? So we
Yeah.
can come to a conclusion, like whenever we reduce the integer value, it goes left. Whenever we increase the value, it goes, whenever we decrease the value, the graph shift towards right side. Whenever you increase, it shift towards left side. So you
Yeah.
can find some properties about it. You can find some nature of the graph. Please
Okay.
try for 2x cube and half x cube.
Okay.
And use the light graph as the reference.
Yeah. Okay. I got
You're
it.
getting it? Whether
Yeah.
2 times of x cube is moving left side.
So if you put a value less than 1, like a positive value less than 1,
Mm-hmm.
then it will go like outwards, like this is a thin line, right? And then it goes in like that, like in the graph.
All right.
But if you make it like greater than 1, a positive
Mm-hmm.
value greater than 1,
Mm-hmm.
then it will go inside.
All right. All right. So mostly within 2 guesses, you'll be able to find the results.
Yeah.
Um.
Okay. Can we solve the question 8 now?
Yes. Yes. Use transformations and zeros of the functions f of x is equal to x times of x plus 3 into x minus 6 to determine the zeros of the following functions, and y is equal to f of 3x. So we need to replace x as 3x here. Okay.
So in grade 9 you learn like the straight line, like the linear equations, right?
Yeah,
And then in grade 10 I learned about the parabolas and the quadratic equation.
curves basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then they didn't teach us like yet the x to the power 3 equation. Like
the cubic
or
equation,
like yeah, or like these ones.
polynomials, the
Like
polynomial.
how the properties of them.
All right. So if you multiply this, you'll be getting a cubic equation only. So you'll be getting the zeros as x is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 3, and x is equal to positive 6. Use the
Yeah.
transformations and the zeros of the function to determine the zeros of. Okay. Actually, you can directly find the factors, right, Shana, by equating this to 0. You will be getting
Yeah.
the zeros as x is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 3, x is equal to positive 6.
So it's possible to have more than to have 3
For the
zeros?
cubic equation, yes.
Oh, okay.
The quadratic equation, you'll be getting only 2. That is for the quadratic equation.
Yeah.
Because their highest power is, the degree is 2.
Yeah.
So here they're saying that y is equal to f of 3x. So f of 3x means you will have to replace every x as 3, isn't it? 3x.
Yeah.
So it would be 3x, 3x plus 3, 3x minus 6. Now can you equate them to zeros?
Okay. So if you equate them x equals 0, wait, no, y has to equal 0. So then it would be
Yes. Can you equate them to 0 and find me here 0 plus will not come.
So then here, what are the zeros?
Yeah, you just have to equate all the factors to zeros. 3x is equal to 0, 3x plus 3 is equal to 0, 3x minus 6 is equal to 0. Do you understand?
So then it would be the zeros are 0, -3, and 6.
Negative 3 divided by 3, which means negative 1. It's 3x plus
Oh,
3, right?
oh, yeah.
So it's negative 1 and negative 2.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
And can you try for 2 times of f of x? You will have to multiply the whole function by 2.
Oh, okay. So then, oh, I have a question. So what's the difference between
F of
2f?
2x and 2 times of f of x.
Yeah, like if 2 is in the brackets and
Yes,
2 is
yes.
outside.
See, if it is f of 2x, you will have to change only the excess 2x, isn't it? Only the x is changed. But if I
Yeah.
put 2 in front, that will make changes with the constant also. You will have to multiply the
Oh,
constant
yeah.
along with the
Oh,
constant too. Do you understand?
yeah, I get it.
Okay.
But if there's no constant, then it doesn't make a difference.
Yes, yes, absolutely. It doesn't make any difference if there is no constant.
Okay. Wait a minute. So if you multiply everything, if you multiply by 2, then only one of the x's will become 2. Or does it mean you multiply each and every term or each and every
No, no. We won't be able to each and everything. Otherwise, like it would become 2 into 2 into 2 will become 8, right?
Yeah.
You will have to multiply only one x.
Okay. And then what about how would you do the constants?
Uh, Wait a minute. Actually, what happens if you take the it's 2 times of f of x. So let me rewrite it. Okay. Actually, we have already factorized the cubic equation, isn't it, Shana? If it is in the form of a cubic equation, this 2 will go and multiply with every terms inside the cubic equation. If you have, in case, if you have like plus sign inside, in case if you have like
Yeah,
addition
but
or
there's no plus
subtraction
sign.
inside, then you will have to multiply everything with the 2. But
Yeah,
here,
but
the cubic equation is being factorized already. So
yeah.
don't have to multiply this with 2. So the factors are going to be same only. X is going to be 0, it's going to be -3, and it's going to be 6 only. It is not going to make
Oh,
any changes in it because we have already factorized it.
yeah.
எங்க இருக்கு? உள்ள இருக்கா?
Okay, yeah, I get it now.
Perfect. Actually, I even when I explain, I didn't notice any sign between these terms. I actually assumed these factors have a positive sign in between. So it
Yeah,
does
but there
happen
was
whenever you do have like addition or subtraction in between the factors. You will take this constant 2 and multiply with each and every term. Now these terms are in the form of a multiplication. So this constant is not going to make any changes in the zeros.
yeah.
It stays the same. Any other question from this page?
No.
Okay. Okay, then we'll go back to the fermat one.
Okay.
Alright. So this question we have discussed already in the class. I think we supposed to discuss question number 22. Yeah, it's supposed to be question number 22. Okay. I think 22 we have discussed. Which one we haven't discussed? The question number 60. Is it question
Yeah,
number
question
60?
number 16.
Okay. 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 Now it's about cards. All right. 25 cards are randomly arranged in a grid as shown. So you do have like 00110, 10010. So you have like 11010, 00100, 1010. Okay, there is no fixed number of ones and zeros. You do have like zeros and ones, but the repetition is differing here. We're not sure like how many zeros and how many ones in the card. The only thing we are sure about is this only contains zeros and ones.
Yeah.
5 of these cards have 0 on one side and 1 on the other side. All right. Which means if you are able to see 0 on the top and the bottom, you do have 1. 1 is hidden. If you are able to view 1 on the one side, on the other side, you do have 0. That's what it meant. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes. The remaining 20 cards. So it's about the first 5 of these cards. They didn't tell what are they. They are saying that 5 of these cards hold these property. So the remaining 20 cards either have 0 on both the sides or 1 on both the sides. Maybe like if you see 1, the other side is also it's going to be 1. Do you understand? So this possesses two kinds of property. They're segregating this bunch of cards into two things, 5 cards and 20 cards. So 5 cards have 0 on one side, 1 on the other side. The remaining 20 cards have 0 on both the sides or 1 on both the sides. Is it clear?
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, we just have to find which ones work and which ones don't.
Okay. So the question is, Lauren chooses one row, one column, one row or one column. Okay, either he has to go like from left to right or top to bottom. Okay, flips over each of 5 cards in that row or column, leaving the rest of the cards untouched, which means he is going to touch only 5 cards, right? Because in a row or in a column, it's going to be 5 cards. So he will touch only 5 cards. He will flip only 5 cards. So after performing this, Lauren determines the ratios of ones to zeros, zeros to ones facing upwards. No matter which row or column Lauren chooses, it is not possible for this ratio to be. Okay, so you need to figure out that from the options. So which one is not possible?
Um,
Did you understand the question?
Yeah, I understand the question.
All right. Let's go to the solution. Okay. So they're saying that the given arrangement has 14 zeros and 11 ones in the showing. Can you count it? 14 zeros and 11 ones.
Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 14 zeros and
Yeah.
11.
So the remainings are going to be 1.
Yeah.
All right. So Lauren can pick any row or any column in which to flip 5 cards over. Furthermore, the row or column that Lauren chooses can contain between 0 to 5 of the cards with different numbers on the two sides. Of the 5 rows and 5 columns, 3 have 4 zeros and 1 1. 2 have 3 zeros and 2 ones. 5 have 2 zeros and 3 ones. This means that the number of zeros cannot decrease more than 4.
Yeah.
3 have 4 zeros. How is it possible? Of the 5 rows and 5 columns, 3 have 4 zeros and 1 1. Okay, let's see what if let's assume he is choosing this column. So if he chooses this column, this has 2 zeros and 3 ones. So for this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 zeros and 1 1. If he is choosing this 2 0 and 3 1, 2 zeros and 3 1, 4 zeros and 1 1.
Yeah.
So whenever you are able to see 4 zeros in a single row, you will be having only 1 1. You'll be easily able to find, if I say 4 0, there is only one position left. So that is going to be 1 1. So if I say 3 zeros, the remaining is going to be 2 ones only. So only thing we need to know, how many zeros are present in 5 zeros and 5 columns. That we need to segregate. So we need to check. So we check column wise. We have to check row wise as well. So you will be having 10 conclusion. Can you find out that? So let's put it in this way. Column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5. So in column 1, we have 2 zeros. 2 zeros. And 3 ones. Could you please create a table like this?
Okay.
For C2, it's going to be 4 zeros and 1 ones. For C3, could you please create the table for all the column and all the rows? The meeting is about to end in a minute.
Oh, okay.
You'll be only able to join after 4 minutes. Please do that for the 4 minutes.
Okay.